You know when you see a car after a pretty bad crash and the front end is just obliterated? Your first thought is probably, wow, that car completely failed. But what if I told you that total destruction was actually the plan all along? What if that crumpled mess is the very reason the people inside were able to walk away? Well, let's get into the incredible science of crashing safely.
It's a great question, right? Because it seems to go against everything you'd think about what makes something strong and safe. We're going to completely unpack this engineering puzzle and show you exactly why a car that falls apart in a crash is actually a modern masterpiece of design.
Okay, so first things first, we have to get our heads around this totally counterintuitive idea. At its core, the very thing that makes a car look like it's been totally destroyed is exactly what makes it so incredibly good at protecting you.
Yeah, that mangled hood, all that twisted metal, that's not a bug, it is 100% a feature. It's a brilliantly engineered, life-saving feature that basically puts the laws of physics on your side. And to really get it, we need to dive into what actually happens during a collision.
So let's talk about the physics of a crash. This isn't just about bending metal for the sake of it. This is all based on some really solid science. The entire concept really just hangs on one thing, controlling a huge change in energy that happens in literally the blink of an eye.
So the first big concept we need to talk about is momentum. Basically, anything that's moving has it. When you're cruising down the highway, you and your car have a ton of momentum. In a crash, the goal is pretty simple. Bring all that momentum down to zero. But how you do that, well, that changes everything.
And this, right here, is the absolute key. In any crash, you're gonna stop. That's a given. The real danger, the thing that actually hurts people, isn't the stop itself, it's how fast you stop. That speed is the real enemy.
Just think about it for a second. If the car slams into a wall and stops instantly, your body, because of inertia, wants to keep right on going at 60 miles an hour. The force needed to stop you that fast is just enormous. And that's what causes injuries. So how do engineers fight back against a force that powerful? Well, they use a secret weapon. And that secret weapon is time. Just a few extra milliseconds, strategically woven into that moment of impact, can be the difference between a bad day and an absolute tragedy. It all boils down to one simple, elegant formula from physics. And here it is. It's called the impulse momentum theorem. All it says is that the force you feel is equal to the change in your momentum divided by the time of the impact. Now, the most important part of that whole equation is that time is on the bottom of the fraction. And this is where the magic happens. Look at this relationship. Because time is on the bottom of that equation, if you make the impact time really, really short, like hitting a solid wall, you get a huge, dangerous force. But if you can just stretch out that impact time, even by a tiny bit, you dramatically reduce the force. It's a simple relationship, and it is the entire secret behind modern car safety. I'll give you a perfect everyday example. Imagine catching a baseball thrown really hard. If you hold your hand out stiff, smack, it stings like crazy, right? That's a short impact time, creating a big force. But what do you do naturally? You let your hand move back with the ball as you catch it. You're increasing the time of the impact, and suddenly, it doesn't sting at all. That simple little motion of pulling your hand back to soften a catch, that is exactly what car engineers are designing the front and rear of your car to do. They're building a cushion, not out of a glove, but out of steel and aluminum that's made to give way and buy you that precious time. So how do they actually build this cushion of steel? It was a huge change in how people thought about car design. For years, the idea was to make cars like rigid tanks. But all that did was transfer the force of the crash straight to the people inside. The real breakthrough was embracing the physics we just talked about. And this is where that theory becomes a life-saving reality: crumple zones. So these crumple zones, they have two incredibly important jobs to do. First, just like we saw, their job is to buckle and deform, to buy you those extra milliseconds, stretching out the crash. And their second job is just as vital. They have to absorb and get rid of the raw, violent energy of the collision, so it never even gets to you. So here's how it all plays out, like a slow-motion sequence. 1. The car hits something. 2. Immediately, the crumple zone starts doing its job, collapsing and folding. This process turns a sudden, violent jolt into a slightly more gradual event. And 3. The result? The super rigid part of the car where you're sitting, the safety cell, experiences a much, much lower force. And remember that second job, absorbing energy? Well, all of that bending metal, breaking plastic, and making all that noise, that takes a huge amount of energy.
That is literally the kinetic energy of the crash being used up to destroy the car itself instead of being transferred to you.
All right, so let's bring it all home. The fact that a car gets destroyed in a crash isn't a flaw in its design. It's actually a brilliantly engineered safety system working perfectly, just as it was planned. So, the next time you see a wrecked car with a totally destroyed front end, but the area where the people sit looks almost untouched, don't think that car failed. You should be thinking, wow, that car just did an absolutely incredible job of protecting its passengers.
If there is one single thing you take away from all this, let it be this right here. This sentence is the core truth. It is all about sacrificing the car's structure to buy more time, which reduces the force and ultimately saves lives. Simple as that.
It really is just an amazing, beautiful application of a basic physics principle. You take a simple formula, you translate it through some really clever engineering, and you end up with a system that has saved countless lives. It's pretty incredible.
And it really makes you wonder, doesn't it? After seeing the hidden genius inside a crumpled piece of metal, what other life-saving designs are all around us, just hiding in plain sight, waiting for us to notice?